The timeline of John Wick 5 avoids the worst possible way to bring Keanu Reeves back. John Wick 5 will deviate from the franchise's prior timeline, avoiding the worst possible approach to bring Keanu Reeves back. The most current installment of the John Wick franchise, which debuted in theaters in May, received largely excellent reviews from reviewers and audiences alike. Following the success of John Wick, Chapter 4, Lionsgate stated that John Wick, Chapter 5 was in the works. While this news is exciting, it also creates confusion due to John Wick 4's ending. The previous movie showed the titular assassin dying on the steps of a Gothic church after Kane fatally wounded him. However, the entire franchise centers on Reeves' character, making it nearly impossible to create a fifth movie without him. In an interview with Screen Rant, producer Basil Iwinick revealed John Wick 5 would take a different timeline approach from the previous movies, jumping forward in time. As such, Keanu Reeves' character can come back without ruining the emotional impact of the previous film. If they continued the timeline of John Wick's films, the decision to resurrect Keanu Reeves' hero would have been terrible. The first 3 films were released within a week of each other, and the 4th was released only 6 months later. If the plot brought him back to life straight away, John Wick 5 would diminish the namesake character's death. The passage of time permits his death to have meaning. Furthermore, without a time jump, the series risks becoming stale because Wick would have returned to the same environment. Iwinick's update points the franchise in the right direction. Though his character seemingly died, there are many signs John Wick 5 will include Keanu Reeves. This raises the question of how the character could return in the upcoming movie. One of the most obvious ways that Reeves could return to John Wick is by showing up in flashbacks. Someone related to Wick could take over the title in the same fashion as the Dread Pirate Roberts in The Princess Bride. The movie could include flashbacks of Wick training his successor. Alternatively, Wick could have faked his death at the end of John Wick 4. This would fit with his desire to retire from the hitman life, which was made impossible because of John Wick's blood oath. Moreover, Bory King has enough resources and power to help Wick fake his death. The graveyard scene further hints at this possibility since King smirks when asked about John going to heaven or hell. In John Wick 5, the character could be forced to come out of hiding years later, bringing him back into the action.